Hello, my name's Hank Suttala,
And I'm Casey McBride.
and we're here with another fun episode of Stir Crazy Shamans.
Well, Hank told me I needed to talk when we started because he had some things to do. So I was going to talk about if Hank, you want to do the. Well, anyway, everyone, welcome. Welcome to Stir Crazy Shamans. Today is our Mother's Day episode. And so I think what we have planned is a little ceremony for us all. And Hank will describe a little bit more about that once he's done with all of his technical stuff. But really, the part we're trying to drive home is on top of the importance of honoring our physical mothers is to honor our spiritual mothers. And in the tradition that both of us are, he's trained in and I'm being trained in, we have feminine nature spirits of the land, masculine and feminine nature spirits, depending on where you were born. It might be usually a body of water of some sort. And that spirit is responsible for helping to, I'm not this well trained in it, but they ushered us in here to this physical body, and they sort of hold that blueprint for the perfect us in a way. But also to reconnect to all of our mothers, Pachamama, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, because really we are all children of the earth. And so it's very important, especially today on this Mother's Day, to remember, of course, our physical mothers and to honor them in whichever ways we can, but not to forget about the mother of all of us, our Mother Earth.
Absolutely. What a great intro. Thank you so much, Casey. And my tech stuff, I don't know what I did, but I couldn't get it to work. So we are streaming now to Stir Crazy Shaman's Facebook page, but we're not going to any of the other pages because apparently it's not meant to be today. But we're continuing to learn, and we will get this down eventually here. So, but welcome everyone. Just to kind of expand a little bit more on what Casey was saying, in this tradition, the way they look at your parents is really quite literally that your parents are the genetic donation for you to come into this physicality. And they're during the apprenticeship program, one of the very first weekends when you go to do what's called the Hatan Karpai, which means the great initiation, you go down into this cave and you do this recapitulation exercise where you just remember your first memory that you can remember, like not first, but the most recent memory. And you just keep going back, and your target is to get all the way back to the place of your birth. And when you get to the place of your birth, you call in energetically your mother and your father, and energetically you just thank them so much for bringing you to this moment, because without them you could not be here. And it brings into this great space that no matter what kind of parents you had, whether they were loving or not, that you're in the space of gratitude because they brought you to this auspicious moment where you're reclaiming your spirituality, reclaiming your spiritual blueprint. And there's a little bit more involved, not intended for this video, but you kind of get into that energy. You process any heaviness between you and your parents, and when you emerge from that cave, they say that you graduate. That's not really the greatest word for it, but you move from your parents being your parents to your ituapu and your pakarina being your spiritual parents, which is the masculine and feminine nature spirit for your birthplace. And it's the idea is that these nature spirits have held the blueprint for the perfect you, so that you could descend down into physicality, get re-imprinted with this blueprint, and then be in the world but not of it, as you kind of reascend and reawaken to you as an infinite being having a physical experience. Make sense?
Yes, I love it.
So the other thing would be that, so that's your Pakarina and Itopu that hold the blueprint for the perfect you. The next part of that would be, well, we have our Pachamama, which is Mother Earth, and your Inti Taita, Father Son. So they are the mother and father of our physical experience here on the earth and everything. Without them, life couldn't happen. So there's another parallel with that. And so in Peru, when a baby's born, one of the first things that they do is they do a soul retrieval for the infant, because one of the first soul wounds, one of the first fracturings is being cut from the mother, because you were physically connected. And it's the first part from where you were going from the symbiotic relationship to being completely on your own, having to breathe your own air, eat your own food, having the the sense of warm and cold not being inside the mother. And so what I wanted to do today is just to, because we're kind of keeping it short because it is Mother's Day and Casey and I both have mothers that we want to go be with, is to kind of walk you through this soul retrieval in a way that you can have that piece of you back. Because part of that soul fragmentation that occurs at such a young age, maybe that's one of the reasons why a lot of the world lives in this place of being so disconnected with each other and so disconnected with the divine, is because we've never been reunited with that little piece of us that maybe lives in the past from being cut from the mother. So what I like you to do, I'm going to open up in ceremony, just calling in the elements, and then I will just walk you through this recapitulation of obtaining the soul part. And we're going to be asking Huescar Inca. He is the ruler of the Ujupacha. He's one of the Inca that went there to help the beings of the underworld learn to live in Aini, divine reciprocity, so that they can one day come to the Kaipacha where we are to live. And they say that the underworld is where all these soul parts are cared for by the mother in the womb of Pachamama. So it's not like they're being tortured or anything like that. They are being cared for wonderfully until we are ready to be whole again. Ahaya Pachamama. Ompui, ompui, ompui. Ahaya Pachamamita kuna. Ompui, ompui, ompui. Yari mama aipa. Ompui, ompui, ompui. Ahaya mama unu. Ompui, ompui, ompui. Yari mama kocha. Ompui, ompui, ompui. Ahaya mama kia. Wilka Chaiwa, ompui, ompui, ompui. Iari texe lerpu, ompui, ompui, ompui. Iari antarango, ompui, 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 antarango. Ahaya, Taiwantan waira, ompui, ompui, ompui. Iari hatan sumakuntar, ompui, ompui, ompui. Iari sawikinti, ompui, ompui, ompui. Ahaya, inti taita, wilki inti taita, ompui, ompui, ompui. Ahaya, texe muhu maru, ompui, ompui, ompui. Iari Huescar Inca, ompui, ompui, ompui. Iari Koichi, ompui, ompui, ompui. And for this next one, remembering the place that you were born, the city and state. Touching into that place and just allowing yourself to come into resonance with your beloved Pacarina and the Ituapu, the place of your emergence. And in your mind, you can say after me, No Kenni, which means I am, your full name, William Henry Satala, Ayu Apu Kunamanta, which means I am from, or this is where my blueprint is in a way, and the place where you were born, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So once again, uninterrupted. No Kenny, William Henry de Satala, Aya Apu Kunamanta, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Iari, Pacarina Kuna, all the feminine nature spirits of our place of emergence. Ompui, 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 bring your healing here. Ahaya, Itua Pukuna, all the masculine nature spirits of our places of emergence, bring your healing here. Ahaya, Yanapakuna, ompui, ompui, ompui. Iari Wilkanuna Cheska, our soul of our soul star of inspiration, that what makes us unique in this world. Even identical twins are different because their star of inspiration is different. Iari Wilkanuna Cheska Kuna, ompui, ompui, ompui. Haya Wiracocha, ompui, 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 Wiracocha. A Nike. So, with your disciplined imagination, feel yourself going back to the time that you were born. In this tradition, we say the only part of you that is real is the navel, and the rest of you is woven into the illusion. And feel the connection with the mother at that place of your navel where your first physicality came into being. And feel the warmth of your mother, feeling the sound of her heartbeat, feeling the sound, the vibration of the blood flowing through the body. the reverberation of each breath that they take, the peace, the calm, the serenity. There's nothing you have to do other than be. Every need is taken care of. And feeling the pressure as you're being birthed, the head crowning, feeling the tension and the pressure, the change in this perfectly blissed state now being shifted, and feeling the first coolness on the head as you start to crown, feeling that star of inspiration also coming into you, your unique inspiration to be in this world. And as the rest of you emerges, just the feeling of wind and cool and air on your skin for the first time, and the misidentification of fear, right? You don't know what's going to happen. Something is different, but you don't know what. And this fear and anxiety, anticipation that you feel is really the excitement of coming into this physical world, ready to have a physical experience, but being a spiritual being, being in the world, but not of it. And then the cutting and the umbilicus, the severing of you from your mother and that one piece of your soul that was so feeling so safe and cared for in the mother's womb, staying there in that point in time. And with your disciplined imagination and your conscious choice, giving me permission to call all these soul pieces back from our place of emergence, from the cutting from our mother. We call them back now to be reintegrated in our total being. Haya wilikanuna kun, ompui ompui ompui. And whether you're watching live or on a replay, it doesn't matter. In the ever-present moment of now, we're collecting all the soul pieces. And even if you don't know where you're born, it doesn't matter. We're collecting all the soul pieces, not just from this lifetime, but any lifetime where you're never reconnected with the totality of you because of this one missing puzzle piece. Allowing them all to come into the mesa and becoming very open and receptive. If you feel called to, just turn your head a little bit towards the crown or towards the camera as I blow and reintegrate this in. Allowing that soul piece to come deep, deep inside you, reintegrating and walking you through these different energy flows, allowing the different energies of the elements to completely integrate the soul piece so it feels warm and nurtured and whole again like it did when it was in the mother. Ahaya Mama Unu, Mother Water, a black energy coming into the tailbone, allowing it to flow throughout the totality of your being, both known and unknown, in all aspects of existence. Allowing it to take any heaviness that no longer serves you and effortlessly flow into the mesa. Allowing yourself to reacclimate to this power and its magic of Mama Unu. And calling in Pachamama, Mother Earth, a red energy coming into the navel, allowing it to flow throughout your totality of being, both known and unknown, taking any heaviness and allowing it to flow effortlessly out of your energy field and into the mesa here. Now, while continuing to flow the black energy of the water, the red energy from the navel, we now invite Inti Tait, the Father Son, a gold energy coming into the heart, allowing it to flow throughout the totality of your body, being and beyond, through all timelines, dimensions, and planes, effortlessly blending harmoniously with the other two energies and washing any heaviness out from your energy field and your body into this mesa. Think of this as an energetic vacuum cleaner sucking all this heaviness out of you that no longer serves you, that no longer needs to be a limitation between you and the infinite possibilities of creation. And then moving up now while still running the black energy of the water, the red energy of the earth, the gold energy of the sun, bringing up the blue energy of Wilka Waira, the sacred wind, and allowing that to effortlessly combine and harmonize with all the other energies. Allow it to flow throughout the totality of your body, being, and beyond, through all lifetimes, dimensions, and planes. washing any heaviness effortlessly out of your body and energy field and into this mesa. From the same throat space, we now invite the energy of Mama Kia, Mother Moon, Wilka Sumak Mother Kia, Mama Kia, the sacred and beautiful Mother Moon. A silver energy coming into the throat, going throughout the totality of your being, through every molecule and the space between the molecules, every aspect of existence, both known and unknown, effortlessly harmonizing and blending with the black energy of Mother Water, the red energy of Mother Earth, the gold energy of Inti Taita, Father Sun, the blue energy from Waira, and now the silver energy from Mama Kia. Now becoming very receptive to above your head, allowing our Wiracocha, our energetic egg, to open up and to allow the energy of the Creator Creatrix to flow down into you. This purple iridescent rain, cascading throughout the totality of who you are and who you aren't in this lifetime and beyond. Wiracocha means that which can combine any energies effortlessly, harmoniously, all the time. Allowing that energy to come in, effortlessly blend with the energy of Mama Water, blend with the energy of Mother Earth, blend with the energy of Father Sun, blend with the energy of the wind and the moon, and allow all these energies to continue to flow into this little spot around where the solar plexus is called the Muhukoya. It is your seed of divine potential, allowing all these energies to effortlessly flow into the seed with the intention to pop and germinate it in a new way with the new totality of you, with all this integration, this new soul part that was lost. And from this beautiful rainbow energy comes out from the seed, swirling up through the totality of your being, expressing out of your throat chakra, out the top of your crown. This is your own unique voice in this world, your katari. It is your ability to take all this light from the divine, process it through the body and the filters of the mind, and to express divinity into the physical plane with the totality of who you are as an infinite divine being. Allowing the energy to continue to flow through you, knowing and trusting and allowing that not just this soul part, but possibly other parts of you that were ready to come back have been reintegrated. Allowing the body to acclimate to hosting the total of who you are in this ever-present moment of now. And just thanking the energies now. Haya, Pachamama, a Nike, Pachamama. And we're going to thank her again at the end. Haya, Mama Aipa, Pachamamita Kuna, a Nike. Iari Mama Uno, Nike. Haya, Mama Kocha, a Nike, Mama Kocha. A Nike Wilka Sumak, Mama Kia, a Nike. Haya, Wilka Chaiwa, Nike. Iari Antarango, a Nike. Iari Wilka, Taiwan Waira, a Nike, the sacred four directions, a Nike. Iari Hatan Waira, a Nike, Hatan Waira Kuna, a Nike. Iari Hatan Sumakuntar, a Nike. Iari Sawi Kinti, a Nike. Iari Inti Taita, Wilke Inti Taita, a Nike. Though it's Mother's Day, Mother could not do what she does without Father Son. They are so paramountly important to us. We thank them both. Iari Wilka Quichi Kuna, a Nike Quichi. Haya Wilka Pakarina Kuna, a Nike. Thank you to the sacred feminine spirits, our place of emergence. Hahaya wilka apukuna. Itu apukuna. Anaiki, anaiki, anaiki. Thank you to the sacred place, the masculine spirits of our place of emergence. Hahaya wilka yanapakuna. Anaiki, anaiki, anaiki. Iari wilka nuna cheska kuna. Anaiki, anaiki, anaiki. A thank you to all the sacred soul stars of inspiration. Haya with a cocha, a Nike, a Nike, a Nike with a cocha. Thank you, creator, creatrix. And most importantly of all, for all of you being here in this ever present moment of now. Haya iari. Wilka katari kuna, a Nike, a Nike, a Nike. Arpi chai sonkolai, arpi chai sonkolai, arpi chai sonkolai. Which means victory and praises to your own unique voice in this world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You make the doves of my heart flutter. A Nike, a Nike, a Nike. And with that, Casey, was there anything that you would like to add?
I'm still kind of a rainbow. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, one other thing that kind of goes along with this soul retrieval and this teaching is the other thing that they do to the baby is right where the navel is. They just kind of go in and they close down that lens because it's said that the Nawi system, which is it's not the same as chakra. Chakra means spinning disk. It is the energy distribution of our field, right? A Nawi in this tradition is a lens. It works much like a camera lens. It opens and closes. It opens and closes. And it's how you bring in and express energy out of your field, especially the Cusco, which is where the navel is. And they say that we in the North walk around with open navels because one of the things they do for babies is they kind of seal that off. Not seal it off, but they close it. It's wide open when you're born. And they take the moment to close it. Imagine all the empaths and people that we have that are aware, they have no context for it. Maybe it's because they were just wide open all the time. And there's not a wrongness to that. But now that you have the awareness that, wow, maybe I'm so aware because I am just wide open. And what if I don't close myself up, but maybe if I just close the lens a little bit, I can regulate how much I'm bringing in and out at any given time and make it way more bearable and palatable for an empath that is stepping into their gifts, learning techniques and tricks and ways that they can really use their gift as an empath and as a divinely infinite being that's infinitely aware.
And I just wanted to say, a lot of times people who aren't trained in the traditions that we're trained in, I've talked to people who sort of struggle with the idea of clearing energy as we pick up things. And, I think even outside of our tradition, there are a lot of people who are taught to, send energy into the earth. And I've come across a lot of people that feel kind of guilty about doing that. She's like, well, if she is our Mother Earth, then why would we want to give her our negative or whatever energy? But to Mother Earth, that heaviness that we feel are the energy that to us may generate suffering is just heaviness. She doesn't judge it as being bad. And in fact, for her, it's fertilizer. It's her like favorite food. And so that's like one of the greatest gifts we can give to her is to give our heaviness to Mother Earth. So know that that's quite the contrary, not something to be guilty about, but something that you should feel is like a very sacred exchange between you and the earth. And just be grateful for that Mother Earth is so happy to take that for us.
Absolutely. In fact, Zane says it's like presenting her with chocolate. She loves it. She loves it. But the space to be in, though, it's like when you go, like, Casey, if I was coming to your house for a meal and I brought a bottle of wine and I said, hey, Casey, I know I really wanted to get a good bottle of wine, but all I could get was this $2 Chuck stuff from Trader Joe's. I hope you like it. Do you really want to receive that gift? Right? Versus, oh gosh, Casey, you know what? I looked up online and I saw what you're making, and I looked up and I found the perfect wine with the perfect acidity that's going to go along with this meal. Oh my gosh, you're going to love it so much. How much do you want that wine now?
Oh yeah,
right?
much more.
Right. So when you look at your heaviness, it's not a burden. It is a beautiful gift. And you look at it as this was the heaviness that has created the pearl wisdom that I'm retaining. That's the gift for me. But this heaviness around it that molded this pearl, that created this diamond, that is a present from Mother Earth. It is equally valuable as that pearl of wisdom. And to look at it with this gratitude that, wow, though, the heaviness wasn't preferred, I'm so grateful that I had it because it made this amazing pearl that I have that I can now share with the world.
And speaking of gratitude for Mother Earth, just every single experience you've ever had, all of the, along with the suffering we may or may not have experienced, but also all of the greatest joy, every walk through every single incredibly mind-blowingly beautiful forest or landscape you've ever seen, every bit of delicious food you've ever eaten, all of your experience was all made possible because of our beloved Mother Earth. So the totality of your entire human experience here, you can be grateful to Mother Earth for. And that gratitude is so powerful.
And stepping it out one more thing from there, the mother of everything that's here, including the earth, is what I would call the Kausai Pacha. It's the field of living energy. It is the playground where it all happens, where earth is possible to be exist. So also thank you, Nike, Kausai Pacha, Nike. Just thinking even that, because without that, we wouldn't have this. As we wouldn't have it without the Galactic Father, the Muhu, Texte Muhu Amaru, the galactic center of the universe. It's kind of like the cosmic father, and all this is the cosmic mother, if you want to look at it that way. I just felt like getting cosmic, so I just had to throw that extra thing out there. Like, what are the possibilities? How far down that rabbit hole can you go? What would be the next mother in this dimension, and so on? Like, just meditate on that and see how far down the rabbit hole you might want to go with it.
That might be a cool meditation. First, gratitude for your physical mother, and then the mothers of your birthplace, and then Pachamama, and then Kausai Pacha, and just keep going deeper and deeper into gratitude for all of our mothers.
Yeah, and behind it all is all the oneness where it's all happening all at once. So
right.
Also thank you to that, just the place of totality, where it is the ever-present moment of now in every possible expression. And this just happens to be the auspicious moment that you chose to show up. And, something I just want to share, my business partner, Ryan Dean, when he had an out-of-body experience where he actually flatlined, he was dead for a period of time. And just to create a little laughter around it too. Like, so he comes to, and the nurses in the room are all just like laughing. And I guess when he came to after having his experience, he's like, "What? Everybody's having a party, you didn't invite me?" Because he was flatlined. They were taking the equipment off of him, and then an intern that didn't want to give up, like squeezed the IV bag, right, and it caused a defibrillator to fire one more time, and that's when he got up. So everybody thought he was dead. They called the time of death. They were, the death certificate was official and all that, and then he just stands up. But anyway, when his experience was when he had the experience in the oneness, and what got him to choose to come back was, wow, I left this to come here and have this experience. I must have come here to do something pretty important. So wherever you are in your life, like, you chose to be here, right? And if you don't believe that's your reality, suspend your disbelief for just a moment and consider the possibility that if we're right, these crazy shamans are right, and we're all one, and we're all separate, and there's all these amazing paradoxes, you chose to be here in this auspicious moment. And I'm not just talking about our podcast. I mean, the time that we're living in. There's so much possibility that you can create in the world amongst this chaos, that you could be the bless in the mess that the world is looking for. And what if the greatest gift that you could be to the world is being 100% you? What would it take to be 100% you, and to get rid of all the accepted projections, expectations from people, places, things about who you should be, and start really becoming who you came to be? How great would that be?
Yes, and it is, even thinking about it scientifically for a moment, everything that's ever happened since the Big Bang, or however it all started in the physical universe, every star that exploded, every atom, every subatomic particle that bounced off of one another, all happened in the exact correct way to bring about this right here, right now. So even if you're looking at it from a scientific level, this is still a pretty incredible thing that's happening right here, right now, always.
In fact, they called the Earth the Goldilocks zone. Like for life to even exist, there's so many variables. Like the wobble of the Earth has to be so much. The tilt couldn't be more or less. It's got to be at just the right orbit around the sun. The ratio with the moon even has to be quite. I think there's something with the moon even that it all just happens perfectly for life to be here. The Goldilocks zone. So it just adds to the almond of us being here right now. Yay.
Well, that was beautiful. I think we keep it short today because we both have things to do for our mothers. So I want to thank everyone for being present here for this ceremony. Hank, that was wonderful. That was a beautiful ceremony you led us through. Took me a second for my brain to come back online after that.
Yeah. And if you're just catching it, the beautiful thing is this is all recorded, so you can go back and rewatch it. Please, if you received a gift from today, reciprocate energetically by sharing the video, liking the YouTube channel. If you're watching on Facebook, start a watch party. Help bring awareness to what we're offering in the world if it brings lightness to you, and you'll experience more and more of that lightness. We call this in metaphysics, manifestation and actualization, the multiplier effect. Have you ever heard of that, Casey?
I've heard you say it.
Oh, have I? I thought I just talked to Zane about it today. I haven't used the term in a while, but maybe I did. So the multiply effect, think of it this, like if you cause one, like if you're working one-on-one with somebody, if you're a healer, you're affecting one other stream of consciousness. Now, when you go and you affect 5 other people, you're affecting 5 streams of consciousness, but because we're all one, in a way you are doing that for you. You're creating 5 different possibilities of you getting more and more light and you healing yourself. And now when we're on a video like this and you could have the possibility of sharing with 100 people on your friends list to create lightness in your life, you create this multiplier effect which starts to spiral and create this crazy amount of possibility in the world. So if you think you can't make a difference, you absolutely can by authentically sharing what is light in your life with other people to help create lightness in their life. And the more people you can share with, it just goes and off it goes. And the next thing you know, it's all reciprocating back to you from the universe. And then once you receive it, guess what you do? You send it back out. And it just creates this endless stream of possibility where things get greater and greater and greater, more and more fun, and more divinity manifested here on the physical plane. How does it get any better than that?
Oh, I love it.
And let me give you guys this gift too. In our center, this is so important. You're going to see, oh, did I go the right way? Yes. See that mantra on our wall. It's so important. We have it on the wall. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. And glory means the exuberant expression of life. So, I got to make sure I tighten this thing down. Oh, there we go. I don't know how to operate my own camera. But anyway, a Nike. Thank you, everyone, for being here and giving up a part of your Sunday to be with us and hopefully share this with the world.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.